Overcoming many setbacks, first the uncomfortable heat in the conference venue, then the security breach by the indigenous people into the restricted zone. This prompted a tightened security at COP30 and the fire that ended activities at the pavilions a day earlier than scheduled. The COP finally presents the world with the Brazilian concept of mutirão, the concept of a joint effort working together. For about 3 weeks, Belém was buzzing. First, the Leaders' Summit, where the Brazilian president declared that this is the cup of truth.
That I deeply regret.
The truth that comes out of COP30 is that Belém has left the world divided. But analysts believe this spurred momentum on key issues that will continue beyond the conference. COP30 was meant to be an implementation COP. That is, according to the COP presidency. Negotiators were expected to pin down tools, indicators, and processes to turn aspirations into action.
Phase out fossil fuels.
88 countries pushed for a roadmap for a just transition away from fossil fuels in the final deal. This group wants a just, equitable, and fully financed transition away from fossil fuels, reflected in the text. This is where the use of language matters in the text. It is an essential response to the ambition gap. They did not get what they want. They made their feelings known during the closing plenary.
This is not a statement that we're asking to be put on the report. It's an objection.
For civil society groups, the Just Transition Mechanism stands as the major achievement of COP30. The Just Transition Mechanism, popularly known as the Belém Action Mechanism, or BAM, opens what is described as promising discussions on support for just transition pathways. That is a clear reference to additional grant-based finance and recognition of the barriers that prevent just transition efforts.
Ensuring that national structure, economic reality are also respected.
But it is a different case for adaptation finance. The obligations of developed countries to provide finance was lacking, and pushing the timelines to deliver the tripling of finance to 2035 is said to be a betrayal of vulnerable and impacted communities in the Global South.
This is not technical. This is about our survival.
In all, everyone has something to cheer or complain about in this deal, which brings attention to the COP process, because it is a multilateral process and there needs to be a consensus. Some say it gives incentives for lobbyists to stall the process. So the civil society groups are calling for more accountability, transparency, concrete outcomes, and not just what they describe as a cycle of dialogues, roadmaps, and reports in the process. From Belém, Brazil, Ayola Kasim, Channels Television News.